Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more The Dawnless Days Total War. Conversion mod for Attilla Total War, and we are back playing as Isengard. Now, last time I said I'm going to do Google where the three locations that I need to send agents are, and I realized that is incredibly lame, right? Not as lame as asking something like an AI chatbot to tell me where they are. I haven't stooped that low, but regardless, it's very lame, right? I realized that, in my infinite stupidity, I realized that I could just look up where it is in the paper map that I have. In the book that I have. Written by the man himself, right? So, I mean, who better to tell me of where these locations are than Tolkien himself? Sort of by proxy, more or less, right? Makes sense to me, and so that is exactly what I did. And here is the book next to me. It is part of a collection I have. In fact, let me grab the whole thing. So, let's move the microphone a little bit. I have Lord of the Rings, the first three books, and A Reader's Companion by Wayne G. Hammond and Christina Scull. And, yeah, there's a map in... Well, I think there's a map in the Fellowship of the Ring, which is the first book, but I also think there are a couple of maps in the Reader's Companion as well, so there you go. I looked it up, and I can show you on the map where things are now. So, Lothlorien, there you go. There's Lorien. And the Vale is not actually called Anduin's Vale, as it is in the quest, I believe. What's the exact wording? Yeah, Anduin Vale. Beoning Hall, Anduin Vale. Here's the thing. This is the Vale. It's separated into the Lower Vale, the Middle Vale, and the Upper Vale. In the Upper Vale, there is Beoning Hall right there. So that's where we need to send an agent. And I believe this guy will make it just in time, or, well, roughly. I think he should be able to make it. And then the next agent we recruit needs to get there ASAP. Speaking of, right? This, right? Just check. Yep, there you go. So, this place gets an orc gathering. And that's all we can afford for this turn. These guys are still replenishing. I'm thinking about sending them down here, but I think that will be a mistake, because we're going to have rebellions in this region. Probably best not to do that then. Alright, next turn. We are booming economic... Well, booming is a bit generous, but we are making some economic progress, I would say, so... Yeah. Hostile incursion imminent, obviously, in Isenwood. Beautiful thing about being so close to Isenwood is I can just station an army there and stop the incursion from happening altogether. And then we can convert these places at a fairly low price too. Except I need the chieftain's cabin as soon as possible. Yeah, let's not convert this and get... Okay, so I'm gonna need to save up, aren't I? Yeah. Well, it is a tad unfortunate, but that's okay, I suppose. Yeah. Alright. Have to build another one of these experimental layers here, because the public order is not so grand. Huh. I have like 2 watchtowers already. Now, let's go with... Well, if I build an orc gathering, I won't be able to build the thing next turn, so never mind. Alright. On you go. Further north. Technology. Let's grab construction works, I think. This will also give me plus food from developments in all provinces. Plus 5 food, sorry. And then anything else I might need over here is... Yeah, I mean, growth's nice. All of these things are nice as well. The only slight problem is my unit maintenance, I think, is... Yeah, expenses 3.9. It's sort of cut down the middle. I'm not quite sure what's worse. Are my expenses terrible or is my income abysmal? It's a bit of both at this point, honestly. Yeah. Alright, next turn. Now, I've also checked with the timeline of everything, and we're gonna fall behind schedule because the Third Age ends in 3020, I believe, or 3019, one of the two. So the whole war, everything, lasts for about 5 years or so. Not that long, honestly. And it's gonna take me like another year or so to fully mobilize everything and, you know, really get in there, as it were, but that's okay. Look, we're not really working with any strict time limits here. We can relax for a little bit. Having this extra land helps a lot, and we are developing economically, and honestly, the most important thing for me right now is, well, first of all, let's see if I can promote this guy again. The most important thing for me right now is to get the ring mission completed. I have like 7 turns to do it, don't I? Yikes. Oh, okay, sorry. I need to have them deployed. I don't think this guy is deployed. You must unlock the following action: disruption. Excuse me?
Advance. Go forward.
Sorry, do you want me to actually deploy him? Or is it more of a... Interesting. Enables assassinate, enables attack civilians, enables company army, enables observation, enables disruption. Oh no! I don't think I can do this. Can this unit deploy?
I will serve the forces of darkness.
No. I need target administration. Watch'em have it. Okay, so I need 3 agents that have leveled up, and I need to get all of this done in like 3 turns. Oh, well, there we are not finding the One Ring, what can I tell you?
Without delay. Advance.
I mean, I appreciate the information that we're going to gather, but we are not finding the One Ring. Saruman will not be pleased by the fact that we were unable to secure his ring. Shite. Well, look, some things were just not meant to be, I suppose. And this is one of them? I guess? I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Because there's no way I can upgrade these agents enough to where all of them can get to the to where they need to be. I'm not sure even the one I recruited as soon as possible can make it where he needs to go on time, because Jesus, this is taking ages. Yeah, okay, we're giving up on the search for the ring. It's just not happening, I'm afraid. Yikes. Okay, well, there's our extra food and stuff. Growth's not bad. This is growth and extra buildings. That's good. This is food and resource buildings. I think I prefer this. Medium siege engines and everything. Lower upkeep. Yeah. In fact, just let me know. What do I get for military developments? I get extra control everywhere. That's pretty good too. I think the most unfortunate part for me currently is that I'm not able to move anywhere. Alright, well, I think we're just going to continue to build up strength, if at all possible. Hostile incursion imminent. I think we let this one happen. Make sure we convert all the buildings as well, that'll improve the situation ever so slightly. And then a levying complex will do... I mean, it won't do wonders for the army recruitment, but maybe I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to finish this. I mean, even if I recruited the agent on time, this guy wouldn't have made it to the upper Vale in time, so... yeah. But, at least we did find Lothlorien and all the various locations that we will be interested in the future, so... that's something, I suppose. I'm going to put you in Fortify. In case you get attacked, we're going to get some bonus defenses, although I really doubt that's going to happen. Osgiliath has been conquered. Okay, finally. They took their sweet time, so given the fact that that just happened, I think I'm pretty much on time for everything. Well, give or take, let's say. Can't build this yet. Did my income just drop for some... it's from the raiding, isn't it? Oh, the incursion forces are goblins and... well, pretty much just goblins. Right. Didn't really expect that, to be brutally honest with you. Thought we would have, wildlings, again, they're not wildlings. Dunlending tribes or something like that. Wildman tribes. Close enough, right? I thought we would have something like that instead, but no. Alright. Either way, this guy is leveled up, so yeah, Isengard influence and taxes, please. That'll subdue the population too. And currently the hold we have over Rohan's king seems to have been... Seaward Tower toppled. Dol Amorth. Huh. Interesting. Not Kerandros. I thought Kerandros would sort of be the next to go, but... no, well, clearly, what do I know? Alright, here's another here's another battle for us. Okay, we won't fight at night. Apparently that gives them a slight advantage for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but okay. And... I'm kind of lacking a long-term plan, though, because I keep ending the turn and sort of waiting for my economy to boom, but I think it's going to take too long. Way too long, if I'm honest. Okay, you can be the backup troops. Archers behind. Play sort of like that. Yeah. Go with this formation. And I'll put cavalry on either side. And you're sort of a reserve force as well. A lot of reserve forces we have, but I intend to just march up to the enemy and take things from there, so we'll see how that goes. What do they have? Savage crossbows and a warg pack. You're not great. I'll be honest with you immediately. Not great. Could you hurry up, please? Thank you.
The enemy has been spotted.
See if we can weaken their lines there immediately. Okay, that'll be good, and then, well, we're immediately starting the fight, so that's alright, I suppose. That's good too. I told you a couple of times to get out of there, and you didn't listen. And now half the unit is dead. Situations like these that made me quit Total War games. Not the franchise as a whole, but like certain Total War games. I was like, okay, I'm done. So I don't want to do this anymore. I'll be brutally honest with you. Yeah, I didn't really expect to struggle much with them. It just requires, well, focusing on some units while avoiding others, this is one we want to avoid, so tell you what. Well, that's the wrong two units I have fighting them there. 4 of you go over there. And then I think we can get rid of the Isengard javelins. Also, a small fun fact for you. I believe snaga is the word for strength in a number of Slavic/Balkan languages. Just a slightly different accent to it. But yeah. We can hit them from the rear and end the battle, like so. Okay, let's take a look at our casualties. The Mordor rabble took the brunt of the fighting again, despite being rear troops, but hey. Other than that, I think we did fine. Yeah, I mean, the Goblin Ruffians also took a bit of a... Yeah, they took a bit of damage from the enemy general's unit too. It's alright, it's not the end of the world. Kills-wise, pretty even distribution, apart from the archers, which did very little. And this one Hillwardens unit, it's okay. 500 gold for it, though, is good enough for me. Made the whole thing worthwhile, in my modest opinion. And then we can go back to Lond Angren. Get that public order up. Get public order up in Isenwood. Get a scrap collector over here. Or no, a scrap collector. A working pit over here. Yeah. Although a part of me wishes I built something in Isengard instead. Because it's the same amount of population required, right? I think I'm going to need like another levying camp. Because I realized a bit late that in towns, levying complexes only go to, or the military recruitment building goes only to level 2. In cities, they go up to level 4. Yeah. What can we do? Alright. That is fine enough. Hefty garrison in Isengard we have now. With all the buildings and everything. Question is, do I want to pursue this war down south? I mean, I kind of have to, right? Even though it will give me a front with Gondor. Don't have much of a choice. Because going north is the most expensive thing in the world, apparently. Yeah. Although, tell you what, if you're willing to give me a peace deal and pay like 2,000 for it. Okay, what about like 1,500 for it? Puppet State? Pay 1,900? No, okay, never mind. Yeah, we're fighting to the death after all. We're making 2.4 now per turn. It's well, I mean, it's a good amount of money, but it's not perhaps as much as I would like.
Ready. Go forward.
Hey, we found it. Huzzah for us. Orc, again, that doesn't work. Can I can't my mouse over it? I'm wondering what Orc Breeding Factory does. But I think I'm going to go with the first block of military buildings for the extra control. Because the tiniest bit would help.
The White Hand will not be stopped.
Indeed, indeed. And look at that. My control makes it so that our replenishment is significantly faster in this area now. Here's our ruffian. Company army. That's what we need, right? Yeah. Company army. I don't know if I need to undeploy you and then redeploy you for this. No? Probably not, but do it just in case. And then improve my control over this area. And this more or less has the makings of a stable empire for us. The only problem now is that I don't really know where to expand. See? Opening up myself here to Gondor as a neighbor will be risky. Going north will be incredibly expensive. I don't know. Don't know, it's hard to say. Mission failed. Yeah. I know, but kind of seems like the whole thing is a little bit placeholder anyway, so not sure how much of a failure it really is. We can definitely take this place, right? Oh, can we? That's 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 16 units against my 15. 2 of which are a bit depleted. It'll bleed me dry if I do that. I'm not sure I want to do that, actually. You know what? I don't. No, I want to go up north. Yeah, hell yeah, I want to go up north. Sod that. We are going north. Towards the Shire. And it's about to be 3017, third age, so we have what, like 2 or 3 years to finish the war in a timely fashion. Like I said, though, we're going to be a bit of a nuisance for the rest of civilization, I feel like. For a long time after the war was supposed to end, on paper at least. So if I don't spend a single dime, that'll put me at 5.5 thousand for next turn. However, if I increase taxes by a little bit, it'll put me at 6.2, which is, I feel like, what I need. So let's do that instead. And you get... Oh, you already have Scout 2. Right. Well, I mean, prudence, I suppose, but I don't know. Alright. One more turn, and then we colonize this next turn, I think. Well, I hope. Stronghold corrupted Hornburg. The darkness has spread, our dominance has increased. Right. Okay, yeah, we're on par with the movies and the lore and the books and everything. We are spreading our corrupting influence across the land and all that. Very good, very good. Okay, let's see if I can colonize this now. Oh, it's a bit cheaper. Well, okay, still needed the extra gold. And then finances, and we take this down a notch. This is still the most unstable area, unfortunately. But we'll get up north sooner rather than later, though. That's okay. And then I'm going to need way more money than I currently have to fully incorporate this whole region. I mean, that's alright. Not exactly how I planned on the campaign going. I can install a provincial governor as well. The question is where? What region am I? Lind Anukirin. Lind Anukirin. There you go. Congratulations to Shackbug. You got your thingamablob. Governing position. You're the middle manager now. Of course, the colonization thing does leave the army completely decimated. Unfortunately for us. But what can we do? Here I think fueling the furnaces as well is going to be something I want to work on, right? Like it'll increase growth, and I need growth for the region. Control is going to be a problem. But I don't have that many industrial buildings. No, I think just taxes here, actually. I do have, like, the one farm, which is... I mean, fertility's average. It's okay, I suppose. Right? Yeah. Good enough, good enough. And obviously, as control increases in all of our other locations, income is going to rise. The one thing I'm liking so far is I haven't seen... Gundabad has been lost. Okay, yeah, that's the one thing I was going to say. I don't see... Yeah, there's Gundabad. So it's been taken by Erebor. Okay. Okay. I can live with that. Erebor retakes what they built originally, right? So, all things considered, I don't think we've lost much. Well, Juggernaut, you understand it was a very strategically important place that opened up a whole front in the north, and yeah, I know, look, I know. I'm coping. Honestly, I am, what can I say? Can Saruman maybe embezzle some funds for us or something? Loyalty's not really a mechanic, is it? Yeah, not for these guys. So what? You can be Overseer, and you can be Overseer as well. And then let's... I don't really see the point of you being Overseer. It'll give you governance, so you can be Trusted Servant. And I'll try and promote this guy. See how that ends up. Okay, into the fold. Promoted, appointed, and then Dworodelf. Dworodelf has been lost. I'm sorry. I have no idea what this is. City beneath the stone, the ancient kingdom has been stormed by the enemy, and now their banners fly torches above the end, yada yada yada. Right. So, if I'm understanding the current situation correctly, which... large possibility I may not be, but if I am, currently, we're losing everywhere else except in Mordor and in Isengard. Everything else is in shambles, let's be honest. Right. Not ideal, I would say. Do you be interested in a bestial? No, no. Alright. Well... I mean, now seems like the ideal time to start recruiting more... I must rebuild the city first, alright. Start recruiting more troops and what have you. How much is this going to cost, just out of curiosity? 7,000 gold. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we've lost another hold. Can you please stop losing every single hold that the evil forces control? Ever. If that can be arranged, please. 1, 2... I have a feeling we're screwed. Okay, so movement range is alright. I think I'd prefer this. Yeah, it'll give me growth and it'll give me some economy buildings for the future. Problem is, yes, I need to get out of here. Why is the control so low all of a sudden here? Characters, events, non-faction influence. That's fine. Just a bit lower than I was hoping for. This is a big problem. I don't know where these Rohan armies are headed. I get the feeling if they wanted to declare war on me, they would have done so already. So maybe I'm safe for a little bit. But at the same time, I highly doubt that's going to be the case. They're going for the Dunlending tribes. Okay. Okay, all things considered, this is not the worst thing to happen. Maybe a fight here wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It'll improve the public order, generally speaking. Yeah, we can let that rebel. And we can build this. Now, I'm gonna need a new army sooner rather than later. But for that new army, I'm also going to... I'm going to try and make it proper Uruk-hai soldiers and everything, like a proper legion of Uruk-hai. Even have a naming scheme for them and everything planned out. Okay, same deal. Let's leave you on fortified, and let's see what Rohan does. No, they're just going to march straight on into Dunburg and probably deal with that. The White City ruined! Minas Tirith has been captured. Okay, Gondor is losing the war significantly, I would say. Let me just take a look here. Strength ranking. I'm strength ranking 10. I know, rather miserable, but yeah, Gondor went from 1 to 4 really quickly. Ah. Interesting. Okay, tell you what. We're gonna get rid of these guys that rebelled. It's gonna be like 2 battles, isn't it? Okay, loot the battlefield. No, 1. Fair enough. And then next turn you're heading this way. I'm going to try and colonize this place. But in order to do that, I need to not spend a dime this turn. He said spending money. No, let's not do it. Because colonizing this will let me build another, whatchamacallit, public order building there. I think I can afford this, though. Okay, now, governor. Tax and influence. You. Wealth generated by industrial buildings. And we're good. Okay, so Rohan just ignored Dunburg entirely and continued their march all the way north to God knows what. God knows where. Great success. Excellent. Can't colonize this. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. You're going to need 6 point something thousand, right? Yeah. Okay, we have Quisling Gathering. It's influence and control, but that's still not enough control over the region. This is too high maintenance-wise. Just a regular orc gathering, I suppose. And then that'll leave me enough money for next turn to colonize this place as well. Alright. We're expanding, but we're not fighting. And honestly, I'm okay with that. For the time... Sorry. For the time being. Yeah. I'm gonna get more money out of this. That's now 3,000 income-wise. We're doing good. Just that things are going a bit slow. Although I don't know what else I'm supposed to do as Isengard. I mean, I could have fought Rohan more. But there is the whole problem of, you know, not really being able to hold the settlements without more technology and more generally kind of advancements both in governors and experience and influence over the region, etc., etc., all of these things. I feel like what I'm doing is sensible, heading in a relatively friendly direction where I won't get, like, my settlements won't get attacked. But at the same time, I am building up an economy for war and putting myself in a position to rival Rohan and Gondor. The problem is I'm letting Rohan build up its forces, but at the same time, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world, given the fact that well, given the fact that we're going to have some pretty nice combat later down the line with higher tier units and, you know, all of that good stuff, so, yeah. Overall, I'd say I'm happy with the way things are turning out. That said, if Rohan decides to go to war with me and attack me, I have nothing defending any of these areas. So that's a slight setback, but I'm counting on them being maybe a little bit more passive. Alright, well, we have an extremely high-level spy. The problem is we don't have a lot that we can do with him, but hey. Could raise Saruman an army. You know, ruin my income? Ah, well. Not entirely, but I feel like they're going to be called the Fighting Uruk-hai. Well, you can't just have a whole army called the Fighting Uruk-hai. No, we're going to have it like this. We're going to call it First Legion Uruk. Okay, so here's what happened. Had a bit of a game crash, and I realized that the recording stopped as a result as well. And I've sort of made it forward a little bit. Now, I'm going to check what I did and how far I got, so just give me a second. Yeah, this is a bit unfortunate. Just give me a minute to figure out what happened with this game crash, and basically it is turn 52 now. I've done nothing but develop this growing empire economically. We've sort of filled up ranks here a tiny bit, and now we're going to colonize the capital of this place. There we go, done and dusted. And that lets us move up north over here towards this place, and generally we're sort of growing as a power, I would say, really nicely. But yeah, tell you what, this is going to be the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned with the rest of the series and the rest of the content that I produce on the channel. I'm going to go figure out how much of the recording was lost in this game crash that I had, and I will sort of fill you in the next episode if there's anything that I failed to record, but I think I got pretty much everything that I needed to get. Yeah, the one thing that I didn't really show, but the one thing I noticed, sort of, the Rohan armies that went up north just sort of disappeared. I think one of them tried to attack over here and lost the battle somehow. But that's about it. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I will see you all next time. Have fun, take care, and bye-bye.